Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, and some of you, good evening. What's happening in your side of the town? Uh, had a slept pretty good. Didn't get up too much. That was pretty nice because usually I wake up 3, 4 times in the evening, take a whiz. But this time I only got up once, to my surprise. So that's pretty good. Yeah, just out. This is not going to be a long day today. I'm just gonna come in and see what's everybody doing. Doesn't look like nobody's up and doing anything right now at this time, so I figured take the opportunity, jump on, see what people are doing, say hey, just having a cup of coffee, have a donut, because they both go to good together. So I figured just use them. Take time, relax. I was going through my emails. Not much going on. Just out, just hanging out. A couple of people texted me this morning and saying what's on the plan. If there's any plans, I don't know. There's always a plan, but just wanna kick back and relax. Beautiful day out. No humidity right now. Rained out a little bit yesterday, so we're just out. I had to move some lumber. My cousin he's going to do a little bit of woodcraft, working on a cabinet. Yeah, that kind of stuff is pretty interesting. That woodcraft and home repair. If that's what you like to do, it sounds like a pretty good hobby. I don't know if I want to do that for a living because of all the loud noises. In time, those loud noises will get to you and kind of kills your head and everything, especially your hearing. But yeah, we're having troopers coming in for the weekend. They're advising all residents go shopping today and fill up on gas. And on Sunday and Monday, don't plan on going anywhere because we're having a mass amount of people coming to town, and all the restaurants and shopping is going to be a lot of people coming because we're right in the zone of the eclipse, right in the path. I mean, we are literally right on the path. So I'm getting some lens covers for my camera and for my computer, and I'm just gonna do a live broadcast for the eclipse on Monday. The eclipse is gonna start at 1:09, so that's gonna be pretty cool. They are saying don't film it with your phone and your cameras. They said let the professionals do it. Maybe it's true, but maybe they're just saying that for they can get the glory and people don't profit by the Eclipse and let the professionals do it. What am I gonna do? I guess you're just gonna have to tune in on Monday at 12 o'clock. I'll start the broadcast at 12 o'clock and then work my way to 109. Should be pretty fun. They're going to say that night into day, day into night, back into day again. It's going to be 2 minutes, and it should be a very... Some people might call it a spiritual event. Some people might say it's a historical event. The last time coast to coast eclipse was 100 years ago. So yeah, should be interesting. I like to go check out what's happening in town, but we're like 7 minutes out of town. It's not worth the hassle. But yeah, right now I'm waiting for a couple of my guests coming on, and I threw some links at them, and maybe they're a little bit, well, yeah, they're probably out and about right now, trying to run around doing things, which is cool. You don't want to hurry up people. So right now I'm just out hanging out, trying to recap about last night. Everybody has different opinions, which is pretty cool. Until they, if they disagree with what I'm saying, that's even fine also, because everybody has their own right. So I got to take a look at something real fast. Okay, good. Yeah, it's a pretty quiet Friday. I don't see no movement outside. I'll talk about outside in the chat rooms, trying to see if anybody is out there and moving around, but I don't see anybody. So don't want to step on nobody's toes. Oh, okay. I think I see something. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, I am here, Kevin. Can you be... Can... they're not good people. Well, they're okay, Jim. Good morning to you. Good evening also. Yeah, everybody has, I don't know. You got to get used to people, I guess. Once you start getting used to people, then sometimes your opinion changes. Yeah, see? Yeah. Roberto is a very good guy, and I have a lot of respect for him. But sometimes he has a little bit of a, if he's very mindset. So it's kind of, strong head, what do you call it, bullheaded. If he believes in something, it's kind of hard to shake what somebody feels strongly about, which is, I understand that completely, because sometimes I get that way also, but he's a good man. I enjoy him. He's not that bad. Who else? Oh, Dana. I mean, Donna. She's okay. Randall. What you don't like about him? I find he's a pretty. Yeah, they're all pretty much okay. They all. Well, again, I think they are strong opinion. I can see it, but I want to give people a little bit of wide berth to state their opinion. I want to give everybody the same equal opportunity to state what they want to do, even if it's wrong. To a certain extent, I want to give everybody the same equal opportunity. I don't want to be like saying, "Oh, this guy's right and this person's wrong." I want to like give everybody the same thing. That's why I want to try to keep people statements down. I don't want them to like all talk at once. I'm going to try to, give everybody a time to speak. Hey, Chuck. How you doing, man? Oh, heck. Yeah.
Good morning.
Hey, man.
How you doing, Kev? You had
I am okay. Doing pretty good.
Pretty entertaining show last night.
Well, it was yeah, but it kept on going.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I kind of wanted it to die down so I could hurry up and get off, and it wasn't that easy.
Yeah, I left when you went to your second one. It was, what were you doing, 3 hours at that time? And
well, no, it was at 2 hours, but I didn't want to bring it to 3 hours. But it did go to 3 hours, but I only went like on my other broadcast. I brought it right there. So I wanted to try to I'm gonna try to do like an hour and a half. I don't want to keep bringing it to overtime over than an hour and a half, just because some people might lose interest. They might get bored. A lot of people don't want to sit through. It's kind of hard sometimes to sit through a movie for like an hour and a half. So I just want to keep it down a little bit. It seems like I missed something.
So how's your weather? How's your weather in Kentucky? Getting any rain? We're getting rain in New York.
Okay, yeah, we drizzled last night, and midday yesterday we drizzled, but now it's kind of it's looking nice now, sunny out, not very humid, even though it rained out last night. It's not too bad.
Still pretty warm, pretty mild day, but about 75 degrees, and it's not raining heavy or anything, but it's kind of a nice break. Makes it a little bit sleepy,
Well, yeah, kind of like gives you a lazy feeling. You don't want to go do out much when it's raining out.
I had 3 friggin' cups of coffee already this morning.
Congratulations. You must be peaking by now.
Yeah, I'm used to it. So where's all the
Yeah.
regulars? Where's all the regulars? Are they sleeping or
Well, I
let's
think
see.
there's a lot of people slowly pouring in.
There's Jerry.
Yep, there's
Jerry's
Jerry.
here.
Good morning to you, buddy. Oh, what's Chuck saying?
Chuck. He said he's still kicking.
Oh, that's good. Take some.
Oh,
Yeah, humidity.
Jim in the Philippines is asking, do you know Roblon? It's near Boracay. My wife and family. Is that Roblon? Is that where they have that? What do they have? Like marble there? Jim? Is that where they have all
I
that?
don't know, but Rob Blond.
Yeah, I think they have like marble mines or something like that. That's pretty cool.
Huh.
Yeah.
Near Boracay, my wife's family is from there. Okay, so but they live in Iloilo though, the island of Iloilo. My family lives in that area also.
Oh, he's in West Virginia. Chuck is in West Virginia.
Chuck. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, West Virginia, that's not too far from Kentucky, I think.
Mm.
Okay, yeah. Kevin.
Boy, that Peter Vanderveer or whatever his name is, he didn't stay on long. Last night I went downstairs to get a beer, and Jerry was lighting up on him, man. Well, I'll tell you, Jerry gave it to him.
Well, yeah, but see, Peter, I gave him a chance just to come on and
Yeah,
do his thing, but he just couldn't he
this
just
guy.
couldn't keep his opinion to himself. He just had to blot it out. And
Yeah, he leads with his chin, man. He sticks it out there.
well,
Yeah,
yeah, for you could clip it.
yeah.
You want to tag his chin when he does that.
I think
But if he,
Allo is correct. I think he does it for the attention he gets.
well, yeah, but see,
Yeah,
the attention he got was his
negative.
easy way out
Hmm.
because people asked me just to get rid of him, and I had to show him the door.
Yeah,
But yeah, if he would have just maintained a halfway decent conversation instead of rattling the cage, then
yeah.
nothing would have happened. It looks like those guys, what is it? Those guys on the other side of the fence, they're gonna have something going on, I think the 24th or the 25th. Don't know. Yes, they make
Yeah, I seen that gym in the Philippines. And Rob Blond, somebody had a video. They were there. I don't know who the guy is, but it was months ago. I was in the Philippines back in March. My wife is from Cebu City, and I was really having separation anxiety from the Philippines, and so I was checking out everybody's videos, and this guy was there, and I think they had like Manny Pacquiao figurines like carved out of marble, and they make you chairs and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff.
well, I wonder if it's real good marble.
Yeah, it is. It's really good stuff. You see it like
Okay,
laying
right
alongside the
here.
road. They
They're
have so
saying
much
that
of
they
it.
make tile.
Yeah, it's exceptional. Except for I guess it's so heavy, it's hard to get it out of there.
Oh gosh, yeah. Well, without breaking it, you need
Yeah.
special machinery to move it around. I think it's pretty brittle, right?
I honestly don't know that much about stonework. Usually
Well, yeah,
around
but I'm talking about like that marble. I
my
think
neck
it's
of the woods,
pretty
the
brittle.
Italians are masters in that stuff.
Yeah,
So they're really good with that stuff.
stone cutters.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only marble I know about is like the little round ones that kids play with and you step
Oh,
on
that's a different
and you
thing.
almost kill yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's pretty popular in the States here. People use it for countertops and stuff and
Oh
granite.
yeah.
Granite's a different thing, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but like my pool tables in the Philippines, I had solid marble plates on my
Oh,
pool tables.
that must have been beautiful.
No. Well, I'm talking about underneath the felt.
Yeah.
Um, instead of using plywood, they had marble plates,
Yeah.
and it made it a nice, smooth rolling on the table. So yeah, that was pretty good. But it was trying to move the whole pool table. Sometimes you could pick up one end and then move it.
Yeah.
I'm moving it around, like inching and moving it. Boy, with those marble plates, it just made it a very, very
Were
difficult.
they like in a couple pieces, if you remove the
Oh,
felt?
one whole sheet.
One whole sheet. Wow. That's amazing. That must have been very heavy.
Yeah, it was, and it was just a pain, and you need a whole bunch of people on all the ends just to move them back and forth, like into position. So you don't want to keep moving it. You just want to have it one place, one time.
How many of those tables did you have in your
I
pool
well,
hall?
I had four, but I had three regulation size, and then I had that one junior size.
What were they? 10-footers?
Oh God, I'm not really. I don't even remember then about the exact size, but I just know that they were regulation size. So I'm not
Mm,
sure what the actual length is. And then I had pool sticks, pool cues that goes with them. They're
hmm.
all solid. Um, those pool sticks, those pool cues, they should get abused. They get abused quite a bit by young people because they don't really appreciate things. They just go in there and use it, give me the money and use it, and then drop them sometimes. But I had it was a pretty good business. Only thing was people, a lot of standing around people when you have that kind of business. A lot of
Hmm.
people come in, stand around, BS with each other. So if they did that, I had like a native barbecue right there, and I had beer I sold at the same time over there. The funny thing is when you like selling beer, I didn't have to have a liquor license.
Hmm.
It just because I asked, do I need to get one? And no. Matter of fact, where I lived, they sold the beer. San Miguel and Coke was in cahoots with each other,
Yeah.
so they like the same people brought the deliveries, and then at nighttime we made the barbecue sticks, and then the next day we just barbecue them. But yeah, it was a pretty good business. I wish I would have known more about it, and I wish I knew about the currency, like what, like 100 peso meant 50 pesos, 1,000 pesos, and then the coins. I wasn't familiar, and took me a while to remember what it is to the dollar.
Yeah. What time was this? Like before the year 2000 or?
No, it was it was what do you call it? 2002
Hmm.
all the way up to 2006.
It's easy now. It's right around 50 pesos, I believe, to the
Yeah.
dollar.
Well, yeah, that's what I used it off of. So if it's 500 pesos, that's $10. If it's 1,000 pesos, that's $20. So that's how I went off of that way. 50 pesos is $1.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was pretty fun. But that internet cafe that brought in a lot of customers. But you know, when you had those stupid power outages all the time, then it made everything difficult because of the brownouts. So that's why I opened up my billiard tables just to let the people go there instead of leave, because we had like maybe half an hour, 40-minute brownouts. So just give everybody a chance.
You know, Kev, in the States here, some of us get backup generators. Like if we get power outages, is it hard to do that in the Philippines to get like a generator, like the Generac, that if your power cuts off, it switches on to like a
you can
diesel
do
or
that.
a gas? You can do that there
if
too,
you
right?
have the budget for it.
Well, I figure a business, I don't know, maybe if you're into Providence, it wouldn't be economical to do that. But if maybe you're in your metropolitan area or something.
In Providence, it's worse. So if you got, like, the bad part is if you have like food and you have it in the freezer and you have a 2-hour brownout, you know, it kind of messes with the frost slide.
Yeah, I remember my first time in the Philippines. When I looked at the wiring, it just, like, I said, wow.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Yeah,
like it's an electrician's nightmare.
Yeah.
Look up the wiring and all that, the meters, in
I said, oh my
very
Lord.
crazily insane.
Yeah. I guess they're redoing a lot of the infrastructure and stuff there now. I don't know where they're getting all this money from, but the labor is reasonable, so they got the workforce, you know.
Well, it's easier to find the workforce. I mean, just having the qualified people, you know.
Yeah. And the people they're intelligent people. A lot of them have college degrees and stuff, so they're smart people, and you know, they love their country and everything, so they want to improve it.
Where is Aloe? I don't talk to him every day. He just like a phantom. He just comes and goes as he pleases. So he was talking about he had to go to one of his businesses later on. That's why I couldn't believe he stayed with me so late last night, because he had things to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Aloe's okay, you know. I mean,
yeah, he is. He just enjoys controversy. If you can't see that, I mean, he just enjoys controversy. He gets, you know, entertainment value out of it, you know. Yeah, that's all it is. It's
well,
obvious.
yeah. I mean, like I said, a lot of these people that come here and join my talk show and listening, some of them, they are very opinionated, and they feel strong about their beliefs. So like I said, that's why I want to give everybody a little bit of length, a little bit of room for they can run, but I don't, you know, I don't want to make everything chaos. A little bit of chaos is fun, but not a whole bunch. Oh, hey, everybody grows on people, you know. That's cool. You know, I mean, you should give everybody a chance. I give Peter a chance many times, you know. The first time he came on my show, I talked I talk nice to him. I leave good comments about what he's talking about when he's doing his little shows, but I don't want to talk down to him because I don't know him. And the reason why he came on a couple of weeks ago, he said because I didn't talk bad about him, and I try to give him a chance. But I want to give everybody a chance, no matter, you know. I mean, I would I would talk to practically everybody, you know. Charles Manson, I would interview. I mean,
Oh man, you're brave.
you know, I mean, hell yeah.
He's scary even in his old age, man. That
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, but you know, I mean, just for bragging rights. I mean, it's called, I don't know, I mean, just to say I did it. When I was in Alaska, we had moose come in our yard in the city, and I fed them by hand. You know, the moose would come up. Sometimes they had a calf. You gotta be careful when they have a calf because the mother will charge you. But when they're alone, I would get carrots and cabbage, throw it in the yard, let the moose come up and eat it, and they get a carrot, and I put it in my hand, stretched it out, and hoping, because I'm real close to my door, for if I could get in real fast and slam the door. And the moose took the carrot out of my hand, so I got brave, and I told my wife. That's when I was married to an Eskimo wife. I put the carrot in my mouth, and she took the picture, and the moose bit one end, and I had the other end in my mouth, and I got that picture. So I was, like I said, it's the moment. You know, if you could do it on camera, you know, I'm a happy camper because I got proof to say I did it. Oh,
Remember that
I hate.
video?
Oh God.
You had of like a Russian woman. She was brushing it was like, what was it, a baby black bear or something? That was crazy. She
Yeah,
had
you don't touch little babies, bears.
yeah.
The mother will. I mean, she'll fight like a male bear. She
Mhm.
might not win, but she'll fight.
I like these
Yeah,
videos people post of like bears jumping in their pools and stuff and
yeah,
swimming and stuff. They're crazy little bastards, aren't they?
yep.
They look like they have a good time. They look cute, but they can rip you to shreds.
That
Yeah.
evil aloe. He just got done saying. He just got done saying he hit a moose.
Whoa.
West Yellowstone.
What kind of
That must have been. I feel sorry for you and the car and the moose. Did you get hurt? Because usually the moose will take the whole car out and everything in the front and back seat. And if the moose has antlers, you know, the antlers rip through the car and killing everybody. Crushed my car. I'm not laughing, but we have that happen all the time, and usually the people are killed. Uh, uh
wow, you
yeah,
got your arm
broke your
broken too.
arms. Yeah, see, when people hit these little deers, oh yeah, they, you know, but you can usually walk away from the deer sometimes, but the moose is packing so much weight. Oh. And then in the wintertime, if it's high, see the moose come in. I don't know what happened on his part, but most people, like in Alaska, the moose will come down from the mountains because it's so deep the snow is. So they want to eat the trees and everything down below, and they walk on the roads and they walk on the railroad ties area, the tracks, because it's not high deep snow.
You see what he said,
And
Kevin? He said almost half of his passenger side and it was still alive. The moose. Holy cow.
okay. Yeah, but I don't think he got up and walked away. You know, I mean, I'm glad you didn't get hurt.
I seen a little baby deer get hit by somebody here in New York, and I live about an hour and a half north of New York City, and you get deer around here, believe it or not, and it kind of broke my heart. Like this, I was just driving, I don't know, pick up something from my wife at the store, and
Hey,
it's
Ray.
and
Yeah.
the car broke the little fawn's back legs. It got up to run away, and I see a cop car there, and boom, he just shoots a little thing in the head. Pissed me
Yeah,
off
probably took it home and
and ate it. Yeah.
made meal out of it.
Hmm.
But these our moose and these wildlife, when people go out and go illegal fishing for
Yeah.
salmon, and if they get caught by the troopers, they would bring they would get all the meat, like like if a car hits the moose or if a train hits the moose, the fishing game will pick up the animal, then they'll skin it and cut up the moose, and then they bring it to the soup kitchens in Anchorage
Uh-huh.
for the homeless people.
That's good.
Yeah. No, I didn't walk away. I broke my arm and I got out of my car really quick. Luckily, yeah, they were.
There's park rangers not far from them, and they came and shot it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean these. I mean, like I said, we
Wow.
sometimes if we don't see the animals, sometimes,
Yeah.
and they just jump out in the middle of the road, and then they get blinded by the car light, and they just freeze up. You know, I mean, you wanna turn off the road, like go on the side of the bank and miss them, but it happens so quick.
You know what my
And
wife got me, Kevin? She got me this what they call a deer whistle. I said, "What the hell is this?" She bought it off of Amazon.com, and it's a little thing you put on the front of your car. I said, "This thing isn't going to work." We were driving up north in the Adirondacks to a party, a Filipino party, of course, and there was a bunch of little deers with their mother alongside the road, and we started to slow down because the traffic was heavy, and all of a sudden we're coming up on them, and they all look up when they must. It's like ultrasonic or something. They heard it and they backed away. You
huh?
know, they didn't come out in the street. It's only like $5 too. It's cheap. So my buddy
Cool.
had just hit a deer with his caravan, and it wiped it out, man. It completely messed up. So I got him one for his new Toyota van, his Sienna van he got. He paid like 50 grand for it. I said, "Hey, take this. Might help you, you know." Save your vehicle, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Those animals will
Doesn't hurt, right?
total your vehicle. Shit, they don't work. Well, it was a female, but even
Yeah.
the females are fucking huge. Yeah, can you imagine hitting an elk? That's the size of a moose. Yeah, you guys got to be careful about these wild animals. We have these. I thought they were hawks flying up above us, and they're called turkey vultures, and they're huge. And everywhere you go, you look up and you see them circling around. I don't know what they're circling. Maybe they got they're just searching for animals, or they're just flying and getting in the currents. But Kentucky has a lot of wildlife. Some bears, a lot of deer. We see deer almost every day. We got turkeys walking around, big turkeys, ducks, geese, skunks.
Hey, Kev, was that you that posted the video on that rhinoceros walking down a road and all these cars were turning around,
Yeah.
backing up?
Yep.
That was crazy, huh?
Because the rhino was charging the cars.
Yeah, that could do some damage, right, man? Holy shit, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, I seen that, and I couldn't, you know, I almost wet myself because I thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
And then it turned off and ran away. But You know, I mean, but it was running away into like a residential housing area.
Thing could run through a house, right?
Oh, I'm sure it would. Well, especially those houses in Africa. I don't think they have a strict building code, but you don't want to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't feel brave when you see an animal and they look so cute and you you want to go out and hug it because it looks like Bambi. Just walk away because you don't know where the mother is or if there's any others. But yeah, it's a pretty cool time. Just out and about. Yeah, mostly, yeah. Yeah. You know, I hope a lot of people don't get offended when you listening to the people on my show. There's a couple of people that last night I got somebody made a comment after the show, late after the show, and he said this isn't my story. Well, my people on my show isn't really his cup of tea, and he wished me luck on my show, but maybe he's not gonna come by. But he's a decent man, so you know. I watch him on his show too, but yeah, everybody has their own opinion, you know.
I watched your second show on playback this morning. Is that the gentleman that got in a disagreement with Roberto about the boats or whatever, the Navy guy?
Oh no. This is a completely. He's in the Philippines. There's one guy that I talked to, but you're talking about Terry, and he's not a new YouTuber, but he's new for us. I invited him on his show to come on over and check out my show, and
yeah,
so he's been coming on for the last 2 days.
Yeah, he was telling Sentai 7 how to reinforce his boat and stuff because he was in the Navy. And then I heard Roberto saying, well, that type of boat, the Filipinos know how to make their boats and for thousands of years and everything. And it's really not necessary and stuff. And they got in a little bit of a disagreement and stuff, but which, you know, guys always do, you know.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe he was the one that got upset, but you know.
Well, they were both getting a little bit heated. I'm just glad everybody calmed down and relax. You know, I mean.
Yeah, Mike Luna said, you know, the guy was trying to help out, but you know, Roberto knows a lot about the Philippines. You know, he's Filipino and everything, and and plus he was in the Coast Guard as well. So, and he knows about the Coast Guard there and everything. So.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get irritated at work, and you might feel a little irritated when you get home, and you come on and you see some people that irritate, like Peter, makes them irritated. So it's kind of hard to calm down when you're peaking.
Yeah.
So
didn't that Steve Montanelli,
whoever you talk to you is going to irritate you.
I heard people saying that people like to bring Peter Vandever on their show because of the ratings or something, but didn't Steve Montanelli or somebody do like an analysis on that? And didn't he say that he really didn't improve his ratings? I thought he had an analysis of it on one of his. Well, I don't know if you guys follow him.
Yeah,
he's Seth's friend.
But if you use Peter's name like on your intro, that will help out. And then if you have a picture of of Peter, and you got to try to sell. You got to try to sell it, because like I try to put Peter's name on like if I have him, I'm gonna redoctor it and put his picture up and put his name on, and it. Yeah, you look at my viewers, and it goes up. So, but I don't know if he put Peter's name on his intro.
I agree, Chuck. I think the guy is well intentioned, and trying to rather be safe than sorry. Yeah, absolutely. What's his name? Terry? Is that his name?
Yeah, his name is Terry.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's well-intentioned, well-meaning, and it seems like he knows a lot about boating and stuff. And
well, I think he's kind of like, what do you call the jack of all trades, the master of none? Because I think
I don't know shit about boating.
For a while, and he gets a lot of experiences, and those kind of people are very valuable to have on your shows, because they can give a different outlook. Because I might have one outlook, and if he has another outlook, and you have an outlook, and it makes it a little bit more interesting.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he built boats. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same with Fred. Remember last night I had Fred on from Canada, and he builds Zodiac boats. He works for a company, and they build different kinds of Zodiacs.
So, Fred, is he in Montreal? Is that where he is, Fred?
I think he's close to Vancouver.
Vancouver? Oh, okay. Yeah. It's the other side. Yeah. I used to watch this program, How It's Made, and I don't know if it was on the History Channel or what, but I think that company might have been featured on there, how they make those inflatable boats or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. Pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Like I said, there are very interesting people, that are out there. That's why I want to try to get a hold of you guys. And there's Gun Term up there. He's pretty interesting. Even our new people that are following me. Like I said, I like to sit down and just invite everybody and have a little one-on-one, and then talk about what we're going to talk about, and then have you guys come on, and it gives you some exposure. And if you want to have a channel, that's why I told Aloe that like go on Aloe's show, go on my show, go on Seth's show, go on Roberto's show, and give everybody airtime, for they can get views. And I like competition, but I want to give everybody, that's just my stupid good nature, I want to give everybody equal slice of the pie. So if you guys out there, having all 13 of you right now, I looked out earlier and somebody else is having a show right now, but I posted mine earlier this morning, that I was going to have a show, but somebody else is having a show right now, and maybe some people are over there, which is cool. Like I said, everybody needs a little bit of exposure. Make everybody feel good. But yeah, if you guys have you guys want to talk about something, or if you've got a good experience and you want to come on, hell, drop me a line on my Facebook, drop me a line here, and say, Kevin, I want to talk to you later on after the show. And yeah, that's cool. Because Richard, I want to talk to you about your because you know a lot about guitars and amplifiers and how to build guitars and fix them and rebuild them. And
not guitars, amplifiers. I did it for like 25 years.
Well, if you know one if you know one, you know about the other.
Well, I know basics of guitars, but I that's a whole nother art building guitars. Guitars is a different
Oh,
ballgame. Yeah. I
oh,
mean, years ago, back in the 80s, I assembled a guitar from parts that were manufactured, but I don't consider that building guitars. You know, like this company cut out the parts using a CNC machine, a company in Washington called Warmouth, and I just screwed the parts together. But that's not, I don't consider that building it. You know?
well, but did it work after you did it?
Yeah, it sure did. But
Okay, then you built it. I mean, but I'm not talking about like cutting down the tree and then sawing it up and everything. I'm just talking about like you salvage a guitar from a and you salvage it and you know how to put it together and hook up the wiring and whatever.
but my amplifier designs, that I used to build, I was a complete original design, and I did all the engineering, electronic engineering myself back in the mid to late 80s. Designed my own circuit
Hey,
boards, manufactured
no,
them.
you're getting scratchy, man. You're beginning
Oh,
to irritate me.
why the fuck does this do this? What do I got to do? I have to close the Hangouts or my?
Well, no, just I don't know. Just unplug and then plug it back in. That might be good.
Let me try something here.
All right. What's happening, Barney?
Breaker 19, can you hear me?
No, it's still scratchy. What is Bubba having something going on right now? Huh. Yeah. Thanks, Chuck. Yeah, if everybody has their I don't even talking bad about nobody. Why are they slandering me when I ain't doing nothing? That's the messed up part. It's just hard to please people because well, you know why it's hard to please people, but you just want to make everybody happy. But when you make everybody happy, then there's always somebody that's like disagreeing, and you just want to get everybody going and stuff. And I don't know. I just sometimes I just don't care. Yeah. But anyway, to each their own. Everybody has their own opinion and everything. Yeah. It's okay. Just sometimes you gotta bite the bullet. Have Gomer and all those guys. You just gotta don't really take it so serious. That's the easy thing to say. Just don't be so serious about things. Robert is that old salt. Yeah, yeah, it's cool. There, he said Robert was going to be on the um yeah. I don't care what's going on. I'm happy. Well, we all like to think that we're important, you know? well, in our own rights, we all think we are important, and sometimes we are in other people's thoughts and minds, but some people we don't, we're just a speck of sand. Kevin, you said send. Send the case of Geritol over to the other channel. Yeah, but I'm not sure what they get. Hey, Emerson, I'm not sure what they got to complain about, but maybe they're but sore about everything. Oh heck, yeah. It doesn't matter, just as long as everybody's everybody's entertained. I'm entertained. You guys entertain me. I just want to go out, hang out, just kick back, relax, and see what's happening. I guess Richard went to little boy's room. I got to get some, maybe a new speaker myself. I'm not sure how this one is sounding, but Roberto's going to help me out. He got in touch with Amazon, and he got me a couple of surprises, and he said it's going to come next week. So we'll see what is going to happen. He always complaining about when I have my camera on and he can't see. I mean, he sees my plain wall behind me, and he told me he got tired of that, and he wanted to get me one of those giant posters that you can put up, and I hope it's a nice one. I hope it's not like one of those old nasty looking posters that have a scary woman or scary picture on it. Somebody looking in my window. Hemi, how you doing, man? I never like Robert. Huh? Why? What's Robert doing? He has. Just I'm gonna take a look at this warrior. Warrior and Dave. Dave can't stand that shit. I don't care about military. Well, yeah, I mean, you could all. I mean, that military talk. You only could say it so much, and then then afterwards you're gonna just start repeating yourself. So yeah, military. Our days, get a room. Yeah, sounds like he has a lost warrior, and yeah. Well, again, those everybody's entitled for their own opinion. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many people they have. For now, I have pretty good. It's kind of early in the morning still, almost 10:30. Chuck, you're a veteran. Congratulations, brother. But those guys bite me to death. Yeah, boy, that's. Hey, I understand what you're saying, buddy. Sometimes I'm not used to typing. I misspell things all the time. I understand, buddy. Bore. Yeah. You come back, Richard?
Yes, I'm back in town.
Well, now you sound better. Did you get a new mic, or
No,
did you just?
I just restarted. This computer's pretty old. It's 2011 Dell.
Well, why you guys be so? Wow, that's old.
Yeah.
Well, how come you guys just don't go and tell your wife just to open up the purse and let you get another one?
Well, my wife is using. Well, she got entered a drawing at work where she works for $5, and she won this incredible computer for $5. I couldn't
Really?
believe it, and I said, "Give me that," and she said, "No." But she has another supercomputer from work that she brings home too, and it's real
So
high
she has
end.
two computers, one for work and one for at home.
Plus, she has a Dell that I bought. It's got like Vista on it. It's really old. That I gave her to use when she came here because she didn't have anything. I got an iMac, but I use that mainly for my
Thanks,
music
gun.
and stuff like that. You know, that's old too, but that's a phenomenal computer. I never have any issues with it or anything. But this computer's running Windows 10. It updates automatically when it wants to. You know, you can't. I don't know how to. I don't know what the hell to do with it. It's crazy.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Keep talking. I'll be right back.
Why don't we get Mikey 550 on here?
Well, invite him on. I just dropped the link, so
Yeah.
just a moment.
The second string quarterbacks, Mikey. Oops, I don't know what's going on here. I was too chicken to be. No, actually, my uncle died in World War II at age 18, and my mom was really against me going into the service. My dad was. All my family was in the service. My uncles, everybody, and it was her older brother died in the Battle of the Bulge, and I really wanted to. You know, I thought it was the thing to do. Kevin's taking a lot of dumps lately, isn't he, guys? Is it them burritos he's eating? He's got to stay away from that Mexican food. It don't agree with him in his medications. We all love that shit, though. So I don't know. So is the alliance all the military guys? Is that what it is, basically? Like the military guys that are in the Philippines? Is that what it is, Mikey 550, basically? Or is it just guys that, like Alo said, that don't like Peter Vandever? Yeah. I think I hear Kevin coming. Hey, Kev, you got to stay away from those burritos, man. They're not agreeing with you.
Oh my God. Well, what did I miss?
Nothing much, really. I was just asking the guys if they knew who the alliance was, if it was the military guys or the guys that don't like Peter Vandever. I really don't know who they are. But Alo said it
Huh.
was the guys that don't like Peter Vandever. But I don't know who it is. I listen to some of the military guys, but it's the stuff's way above my head that they talk about because I'm not in the, never was in the military and stuff. So and they use that military jargon a lot. So I'm lost.
Huh. We had Mexican last night, and it's not being very nice to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was okay. Good. It was homemade. We had those black beans,
Mm-hmm.
and we had some pinto beans and ground beef. Yeah, I think it was ground beef, and then all the other stuff. I enjoy a good burrito.
So what is a burrito made of? Is it got like meat and cheese and does it have any like vegetables in it?
Well, it's kind of like there's two different kinds of burritos. I understand. One burrito is like a taco, I think, because
Yeah,
it has lettuce, onions, all that
I like
stuff.
that.
There's the kind you deep fry.
Oh, you deep fry it.
Yeah.
My wife makes some like soft shell tacos that are really good. It's got like a chili base to it, and then she puts like what the hell else? Like lettuce. It's all ground up, and onions and tomatoes and stuff, and it's really spicy, delicious. I love them friggin' things. They're messier than hell to eat, but delicious.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like when I'm eating a taco, I I don't like to just like make a taco because it always breaks up. So I always put a tortilla shell around the taco
Mm-hmm.
and doctor it up a little bit more just to add a little bit more support to it.
Yeah, yeah. I've
Yeah.
come to love that lumpia too, the lumpia Shanghai. That's good stuff.
Lumpia.
It's like a Filipino like egg roll, but it's got meat in it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, like a spring roll.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's two different
Deep fried.
kinds of that too.
Deep
One is
deep
deep fried. Yeah.
deep fried. And then the Cebuanos, like my wife, they use like a sweet sauce, but it's got like peppers in it, which is really good. It's not like too sweet. It's not like the Chinese sauce. It's really got a nice kick to it.
Okay.
She always makes like 100 of those and throws them in the freezer. We can take them out, deep fry them, have them whenever we want.
Okay. Huh. Yeah. What is your plan for today?
I'm gonna chill because I got to go to a party in Red Hook, New York tomorrow.
Okay.
Filipino parties, man.
Yeah. Well, they're okay. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not too bad.
No, I enjoy them.
Just just hey Peter, how you doing, man?
Hey, what happened earlier?
What do you mean by earlier?
Oh, I was on, and I guess it was you that kicked me out of the forum.
Oh, you talking about last night?
Yeah, last night. Well, I live over here, so.
Yeah. Well, okay. So yeah, okay, yeah. I had to release because you can't say that. Especially when we got all those guys on board, and then you turn on like a frenzy machine, because when you said all them overseas workers prostitute and stuff like that, or sleep with their work or whatever, that just turned everybody crazy. And
Well, no. Well, hold on. All I said is because they were talking about if I really believe some of the more bold things that I've said, and I said absolutely I do, and data backs it up, and and I was just like, I know like a couple minutes, and then I was kicked out of the forum, and I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, because like I said, I mean, right now I got a big hornet's nest, and then you come in and said that, and that's just like same thing as poking the hornet's nest, because But some people say you did it on purpose, but I mean, it just turned everybody.
Hold on.
Crazy.
I have been holding that position for 3 years.
Yeah.
So, and I basically, what I as I've always told all these guys, if I'm so wrong about it, show me data that says otherwise.
Well, yeah, but I don't think you meant like all overseas workers are that way.
Oh, no, it's widespread, bro. It's really widespread.
Because see, my son's mom
It's an epidemic.
just came from there, and she wasn't one of them,
Yeah, but it's an epidemic among them.
But I know, like if they're in Japan, a lot of women in Japan work for like nightclubs and go-go bars, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean it's an epidemic, and for people to pretend that it's not going on is just ridiculous.
But right now is a good time for you to come on, because we don't have a lot of the guys that are on later on, because they're working right now. But yeah, if you're gonna come on, you just gotta have. Well, you're gonna be like a little bit more subtle. I mean, even though it's
subtle.
What's that?
That was being subtle. All I really said is, you know what? Yes, I do believe this, and at the end of the day, it should be just, well, you know what? If they disagree, just say, hey, I disagree, and here is why, and present your case, not the, I can't believe you said that.
Yeah.
I mean, you see where I'm coming from? If someone disagrees with something, give me your reasons. In fact, I'm gonna put up a blog tomorrow. I haven't recorded it yet, about expats and why they're so apathetic towards the killings in the streets. And I'm gonna present a case on why it's for expats to try and pretend that genocide's not happening is stupid. But I'm not just gonna say it. I'm gonna present a case on reasons why that it's not smart for us. Does that make sense?
Sure.
And that's what I don't hear with these guys, is actually presenting a case of, hey, okay, I disagree, and here's the reasons that I disagree. And I mean, and plus with Roberto, it's really hard to have a conversation with a guy, because he's just like a pop-up a Jack in the Box. He only has one thing to say.
Well, he has a thing for you, so.
Yeah, but here's the thing. First of all, it's nonsense. Second of all, I've heard him say it 1,000 times. I've got the idea of how he feels. He doesn't need to remind me every time he sees my name.
Yeah.
I mean, so no, I was just wondering what was going on with that because I was like, I was really surprised. I didn't know if Kevin was going censorship now or what.
Well, no, that's what I don't want to, and that's why, like I said, I try to tell everybody I'm gonna try to give everybody a room to go out and talk, but I don't want to give you enough room where you're gonna hang yourself.
Oh no, I'm not gonna hang myself. I'm not worried about that.
No, not literally, but I'm talking about like saying something and then everybody's gonna get all pedo and everything. So
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
rather try
No,
to
no,
de-escalate.
Kevin, you also have to look at the other side. If I were to say something radical, not like that, but stronger, it's only going to get you 1,000 views overnight.
Well, yeah,
Let's just get on.
possible. Yeah.
I mean you did a. I mean, if you look at your video list, that video with my name in it is like your second or third most popular video, and it did what your other videos took 2 months to do. It did in a week.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to argue with that because it's true. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't mind having you on my show. Again, I'm an equal opportunist. I'm going to give everybody a fair chance. Um, those guys on the other show, and they're probably having kittens right now. That the whole I think Bubba is having a talk right now, and they're all talking about me because I'm talking to you right now.
Well, here's the thing with that Bubba guy. He is the most hateful, asinine individual I've ever seen.
Well, they talk nice to me, like in front of my face, but I know, like right now, they're
Oh,
just
you have no idea.
slinging at me.
You have no idea some of the stuff that guy. You know, the thing is he's a coward and he won't even show his face.
Yeah, none of them except what Dave does, and then that Johnny Warrior.
Yeah, well, I have. That's one thing I will say about Dave Phelps. That is one thing I do have to say about him. Is you know what? At least he had enough guts to show his face and use his name.
Well, yeah, but
Um,
he has such a hard on for you that he probably even dreams about you.
well, yeah, But here's the thing: I don't know how much of that is this YouTube drama to try and get that was trying to build his channel,
Yeah.
and how much of that was legit. I mean, as far as Johnny, yeah, I've met Johnny. Okay, I mean, I've
Okay.
spent time with him. Um, he's he's he spent a lot of time in the military, and he struggles with PTSD. Okay, I mean, he'll
Yeah.
tell you. And my struggles with Johnny has been the way he carries himself about being a veteran. I feel like he goes around and he's built his whole life based on I was in the military, and I don't think it's healthy for him.
For
And
bringing up the past.
well, no, I don't think it's healthy. Uh, People that constantly, when you become a civilian, you have to,
Let go.
yeah, I mean, you got to build a new life. Like when my dad left the Air Force, he could have joined law enforcement. Okay, without a question, no questions asked, could have been in law enforcement. In fact, that's what people expected. He went to driving a truck for a while because he didn't want nothing to do with. He had seen enough people get shot.
Yeah.
He did not want to spend the next 20 years of his life having to shoot people.
Yeah.
I mean, he did enough of that when he was in the military. And
But he
that
wouldn't stop.
yeah, I mean that was my big concern with Johnny more than anything else is just the way he carries himself. Um, but here's the other thing is there's Will Wonks
Okay.
He is just an antagonist. Okay, he goes after anybody and everybody that he can.
Well, he went after me, and the other day when he was on the show, I talked to him a little bit, and he backed off. So, yeah.
Well, then you didn't see the part where I was on there.
Okay, what happened?
He was so vile, okay, that I just see. Here's the thing. I told Aloe. Now I know Aloe don't listen to directions very well. I get this, but I told Aloe I'll come on because he wanted me to come on. I said, but you're not gonna let the trolls be on audio. They can run their mouth in chat, but I'm not gonna argue with them on voice.
Okay.
Okay. As soon as I got on, he let both Will Wonks and Roberto Dunn come on. You're not going to get nothing done with those two there. You know, it's impossible to have a conversation when you got two guys that just want to spew their rhetoric. And I mean, does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, it was. I mean, Will Wonks just crossed so many lines, and he's crossed lines since then. That I'll put it this way. As I said on that before I left, I said, if you really have a problem with me, Will, come see me. He won't. And I mean that's it's easy to go around just spewing off nonsense because you know what, Will Wonks is not his name, obviously. Okay.
Yeah.
And so he don't think he's going to be held accountable for anything that he does. You know, and, I mean, there's a whole bunch of people out there that don't think that they're going to be held accountable and they can do whatever they want. You know, but at the end of the day, that's not how reality works.
Well, sometimes reality is, sometimes, when they look at reality, it doesn't look like a very interesting thing for them. So sometimes they gotta beef up.
Well, whether it's interesting or not, it doesn't change that it is reality. I mean, like, I just put out a video just about 15 minutes ago about the reality of what's going on in the Philippines. I'm going to get all kinds of hate for it. Last night, there was 25 people murdered.
Okay.
And I just did a video about how wrong it is. And here's why it's so wrong. Do you know who killed them?
Who's that?
The police.
Was this here in the Philippines? I mean,
yeah,
they're in the Philippines?
Last night, 25 people were murdered.
Is that in your city?
That is in Manila, city of Manila alone.
Okay.
25 people. One of them was eating at a cantina, and the police shot him as he was eating.
I wonder if it was like planned or they just went on a shooting spree.
Oh, they of course it was all, they were all hardcore drug pushers according to the police.
Okay.
But I mean, the hardcore drug pushers aren't going to be sitting at a cantina. I mean, these guys are going to be in Colombia.
Yeah.
I mean, so I mean, it's just, it's going to be a hornet's nest. And I'm going to do a second part that's where the expats, just basically act like nothing's going on. And I'm not really interested in going and living in a war zone.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely try to be careful.
And I know that's going to be a big. But I mean, the thing is I have some strong stances. I realize that, but I mean they're the same strong stances. Um, and part of it is some of those guys, especially Aloe. He jumped on the other night right out the gate, asked me my views on homosexuality. Okay,
Yeah, I remember that.
and here's the thing: is I think I can say this. Aloe is sexually challenged. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get into his orientation without him present, but I just simply put and said, look, I'm a Pentecostal. We believe
Yeah,
man, it's between a man and a woman. It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
yeah,
And then Will Wonks came on and just started spewing nonsense. And I was just like, this is what I believe, and here's why I believe it. And I mean that's been my stance the whole time. So I
yeah.
mean it's not that different. But no, the other thing I was gonna tell you, just do your channel. I mean, I wouldn't worry about what other people think. I mean, as long as you're not doing anything that could get you a strike, I
Yeah.
would worry about them. I mean, at the end of the day, does this um the world, what is it, the Great Supreme Reject, is that his name?
Oh, the great supreme leader, something like that.
Oh, I thought it was Great Supreme Reject, but maybe. um
Okay.
at the end of the day,
I never followed.
no, it is the Great Supreme Leader. But does this guy actually, does he actually care about what you're doing? I mean, is he encouraging you? I mean, is he trying to help you have a better channel?
Oh
No.
no, none of those guys give a
So
dang
so
about
so so
anything.
why worry about what someone that doesn't give a damn about you thinks?
I don't mind if somebody gives me like criticism, but it's constructive
Yeah,
criticism.
no, no,
That's okay.
and I think that's what I'm doing here is I'm just saying, hey, just quit worrying about what people about. Yeah, because I'll tell you honestly what I've seen from you is, and don't take this too harshly, but you want
Okay.
to please everybody,
Yeah. Well, I
and
said that earlier.
you
I
you,
said that a little
you
bit
can't
earlier.
you can't please everybody. You'll only end up pleasing no one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So just like for an example, if I were to really do a show, and me and Steph have talked about this. Steph is wild. Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as my name comes up, complete law and order is out the window. Okay.
Uh,
If me and Seth were to do a show together on his channel,
okay.
it would be complete anarchy.
Well, yeah, because Seth has a big following, so
But
you're gonna get.
not only that is you have Seth that is Seth, and then you have the whole cult following that I have, both
Yeah.
positive and negative. And you put both all of that together, it would be complete anarchy.
Well, how many people do you have on your followers right now?
Oh well, I just had to relaunch my channel a few days ago.
Again?
Yes,
Is this since you was on my show last time?
yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Well, because these guys went and they just go reporting every single video they can. And so, and that whole spew with Johnny Warrior, a couple guys, because I said some pretty strong stuff that they were able to strike, which is fine. It is what it is. Um, but here's the thing: these guys are dropping like flies now. All these haters that have been harassing me forever, they're dropping
Okay.
like flies now. Dave is gone.
Yeah, but they're making a comeback. I understand.
Who is Dave?
Yeah.
How's he gonna make a comeback?
Well, from what I understand, they're gonna have a show in maybe next week.
If it's the same crap he's been pulling, it's not gonna go nowhere.
Yeah.
But
From what I understand, he's trying.
well, I do know, and I know this because he said so on his videos only, is that Johnny's planning on doing more of like an informational channel.
Okay. Well, I seen one. It's called Thunderbird or something like that.
Oh no, it's called no his Thunderbird stuff. Now that's a company that he owns.
Okay, well that's I looked at that today, and that looks like a pretty good.
Yeah. No, that's like a survival training.
Yeah, I like that one.
Now, I will say this about Johnny. He is like really good at that type of stuff.
Yeah.
The bottom line, he shares way too much of his military background with people. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But he is ex special ops. So I mean, he's really good at survival type stuff. No, I've told him before that I think he should focus more on that channel than all this expat nonsense. You know, I mean that stuff's really good. I mean, I enjoy that type of stuff, but I mean, most people in the expats. I mean, how many expats? If all hell breaks loose in the Philippines, how many of these expats could last 36 hours?
Well, not that many, because nobody except like Johnny Warrior and those kind of guys, they know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, but I even think some of the military guys wouldn't know what to do. I mean, it's been so long, and
Okay.
I mean, you look at some of these guys. You know, I'll pick on Seth. I don't think Seth could make it 36 hours if all hell broke loose.
No, but I think Dave could. Dave and Johnny Warrior.
Those guys could. I mean, there's a group of us that could.
Like I said, they get your backgrounds that spotlight. I done cold weather survival.
Dave has a background in Calgary, as I understand it. He was in the cavalry.
Okay.
Now, whether he knows survival that well or not, I don't know. But I mean, you don't have to have military experience to be able to know survival. I mean, your basic Boy Scout is going to know survival.
There you go.
So I mean, it's I mean, there's some guys that can't. The reason I pick on Seth there, but Seth is he's just not that type of an individual. I mean, he didn't grow up. I don't think he grew up going camping.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's what I'm saying. And you know, I mean, a lot of these guys, I don't know. And just being military doesn't mean that you're going to know survival. Because I'll give you an example. Ned Kelly is ex-military.
Who's that, Ned?
Ned. Okay.
Okay.
I don't think he could make it if he had to survive 36 hours in a crisis. He would be struggling how to remember to do things. But I mean, the point that I'm making there is, I mean, back to what I was saying, Johnny's gonna be starting a channel that's just helping people with just practical stuff, not drama. Like he's wanting to get a Filipino lawyer to come on and discuss, different immigration strategies. And I just know this because he said it so in a video. I mean, I haven't talked to him about it. So that's fine. I don't. If Dave comes back, if he comes back with the same attitude, he's going to get more of the same results.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Dave is okay. I just don't know why he's sweating me. I mean, I don't. I'm not in his league.
Okay, here's the deal. Dave. Okay, like I said last night on the show, I said my views on OFWs. Okay. Because of that view, Dave has swore up and down for the last 7 months that I called his wife a whore when I did not. I said what I said last night, but she used to be an OFW.
Okay.
So by default, if I say that OFWs have a long history of being prostitutes, I called his wife a prostitute.
So he thought you were saying that.
Well, my wife used to be an OFW, and you said that about OFW. He thinks he's the defender of the OFWs. And that's where this whole thing started, okay? And it's just been one thing after another, and the other big issue is there was he drug a friend of his supposedly into this big fight, okay? And she had cancer. Okay. Anyway, she supposedly died. But there was no, and I when it happened, I just said, you know what? I'm going to lay off and let it go. And then a bunch of people started sending me messages and saying, hey, we can't find an obituary. Okay. So I was like, I'm going to go find it to shut these guys up. The problem was I couldn't find an obituary. And I kept looking and looking and looking. And finally, I just came to the conclusion there is no obituary. And then he went nuts.
Well, yeah, because that is his friend, so he has a little bit of a right.
Well, not really, because all I said is, you know what? All he would have had to do is say, hey, here's the obituary, because there's going to be one somewhere. But the main thing is, you know what? I will say this about Dave. I have offered to sit down with him and try and come to common ground at least 5 or 6 times, and he's refused to do it. I mean, what else can I do but offer to sit down with him? I've offered to go down to Davao and to sit down with him and try and at least find areas enough that we could agree to disagree.
Okay.
And if they're not willing to do that, I mean, there's nothing else I can do.
Good.
Yeah, but no, I mean the main thing I was just going to tell you, I was really kind of, I was surprised last night when you just basically booted me out. I was kind of like, okay.
Well, like I said, I mean, I see is on my Patreon, and they're paying me to do a show and stuff like this, like that.
Who is?
People's best interest for that moment.
Wait, who's on Patreon?
A lot of the audience that is with me on my Patreon and PayPal.
Oh, okay. So people, what are you saying? People are paying you to do certain shows?
Well, no, but I mean, I told them that if you guys are on my Patreon, I'll try harder to do good shows. And some of the people asked me just to let you loose, so I just left you loose, and then you could come back later on.
Yeah, I mean, like, so what you're basically saying is these guys. Now, are these guys that actually support you?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm
Okay.
talking about like they're giving me money and support and things like that.
So basically, these guys that are giving you support were basically saying, keep. If Peter comes on, I have to be the tame version.
Yeah, just to try to maintain order.
Yeah, you see, yeah, I mean that. The thing is,
kind of like the other day when you told Aloe to don't let some certain people on because you want to like keep the
Well, here, let me explain the background there. I had told Aloe, I said, if I come on, I want to discuss the constitutionality of free expression and that censorship is un-American. Okay, that was what I agreed to. You can't, and it was very clear, very quickly, that it was not an atmosphere that I could discuss the constitutionality of the First Amendment. And so, and that was what I was there for.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just was like, okay, there's no ability to actually discuss the issue when this is going on. And I mean, it's a challenge. The other challenge is, Hemi kind of hit it right. Okay, is people don't go to Aloe Winter's show to have an intellectually stimulating conversation.
Yeah.
And I was wanting to discuss the First Amendment and the implications of it is in the expat YouTube community. And I mean, that's a pretty in-depth thing. So, and that's still a discussion that I want to have, and I think that we have to have is, see, the United Nations Human Rights Declaration at Article 19 spells out that everybody has a right to an opinion, and that it cannot be censored.
Okay.
And I want to have that discussion. This idea that we're going to censor people is a violation of a basic human right.
Well, they're doing a good job. I've been censored. I've been censored by YouTube. I mean, one day I had like all green dollar signs on my channel, on my videos, my vlogs, and now today, like maybe 75 is yellow.
For AdSense?
Yeah. I mean, and then I looked around, and other people, it's happening to them too.
No.
Like,
hold on. Let me tell you something. A guy that I follow that has about 1,000 videos was just complaining on Facebook in a video that all of his videos have been demonetized.
yeah, isn't that weird?
So I think it's across the board happening. It's not just you.
Exactly. That's what I was just gonna say. It's like an epidemic. It's everybody's getting hit.
So I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, at the end of the day, YouTube is a company.
Yeah.
And YouTube is they're not ran by conservatives. Larry Page is not a conservative.
Well, yeah, just a liberal, I think.
Yeah, they are. So I mean, we have to work within their framework of what they consider
Viewer friendly, right?
There's two issues here. There's YouTube's problem, but then there's also this problem in the expat community of everybody just flagging crap, just because, uh, just just because they don't like the person saying it. That's a different censorship problem. Now that's not something you can blame YouTube for.
Okay.
YouTube doesn't make people go to somebody else's channel and just flag it just because they don't like the person.
Yeah.
So that's an issue within the expat community. And what Mikey said, I saw here, he's dead on, that all the veterans should be opposed to censorship, but they're the ones advocating it.
Okay.
That's completely true.
Hey, Peter, I'm gonna do me a favor. I'm at 2 hours right now. I want to get off, and then a minute later I'm gonna come back on. So if you want to come back on, I don't want to make this, because I remember you said on one of your old videos you don't want to listen to people that's been on like 3-4 hours. So I'm just gonna make it 2 hours.
Okay, I'll see you in a minute.
All right, I'll be right back. Hey, you guys, I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to get off and then get back on. That sounds kind of bad, but I'll be right back. All right.